Hey, hey, this is HQ here. HQ here. This is our live today regarding the it's embarrassing portion of our show, right? We've had many men in the news, black men in the news, and it always seems to be some kind of negative thing going on when they get money and then they start to date women that aren't black, right? I, there's many reasons why they date outside of their race. I mean, but it always seems to go bad in the public eye. Very, very controversial things that happen when people go public and then they're dating somebody in a different race. There's many reasons why people date people outside of their race, you know? Western society looks at European features as more attractive than Afrocentric features promoted in the media, and that has an impact on what people think of beauty. If you continuously are bombarded by this is beautiful, this is beautiful, this is beautiful, and bombarded by this is ugly, or this doesn't look good, or black is not right, eventually you're going to start to think that Afro or European features are better looking than Afrocentric features. That's just the way our society runs. Black men might find it a status symbol to date a white woman. Well, I made it now. I made it. I got money. I do this, and then I can date somebody that's white. More like I deserve her because she's better. Because we think of light and white as more beautiful. And people that's built into our culture, because you can tell that people think that way because they first will mention Afrocentric features as a wide nose and this, that, and the third. And then more beautiful women are light-skinned, mixed, the preference or whatever. And so we have that in our society. So we have people out there believing that this is more beautiful. And so we get to the rich men in our society. Some rich men, a lot of rich men date, the preferences. I mean, because when Michael Jordan's son started dating a Larissa, it was like she was older, she was beautiful. They didn't like that. I didn't see anything wrong with it, but he was attracted to this woman. So it was what it was. Wow, beautiful. And people hated that. People hated that. It was a complicated history between Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. So people hated that his son was dating this woman. And he was 33. He's 33 and she's 50. On top of the fact that she was old enough to be old enough to be his mother almost. And they couldn't stand that. But they kept going. I guess they got together in 2002 and they just broke up maybe a couple months ago, right? I mean, it was shocking. We get it. The biggest thing was she was an older white woman. An older white woman. They couldn't stand that. I got a phone call.
Call from.
Denzel Washington.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Can you guys hear Denzel? Can you hear Denzel?
Denzel Washington is here.
Put a 1 in the chat, please. Put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear Denzel. She looked good for her. She was bam, poo, pow.
She's a thought. What are you talking about?
She's a thought. He had that thought. He had that thought on his arm. He had that thought right there.
That's not an honorable man. Future had her in Gucci flip flops. Stop it. That's not a wholesome woman.
But he had her on. But he had her on his arm. She was a white woman, and he had her on his arm. And she was out there like she was his woman, taking her on vacation, doing all these things.
Candy. She's just arm candy. She's an ornament. Or she's not the star on the Christmas tree. She's an ornament. A cheap one at that.
Wait a minute. Why is she a cheap one? What's wrong with her? She was just older. Wasn't she just older?
She's 50 plus years.
So
all the guys she's been with, all the movies she made.
No, she's been with Scottie Pippen for the past 20-odd years. And then she got a divorce, and then she started dating Marcus.
And Future. And other guys.
And she seems to keep her personal profile to herself. She never got out of pocket with anybody. She always presented herself as cordial in public.
And she used to hang out with Paris Hilton. And she used to hang out with Paris Hilton and the Kardashians too.
She seemed like a decent woman, but that's not the point. The point was he had her on his arm. Why did he feel the need to have her on his arm if she was so low life and low character?
Okay, so we gonna act like Michael Jordan's son, that's all he's known for. He's not no high profile type person.
Right.
He's just Michael Jordan's son. So let's leave that there. Secondly, all black men don't seek to get a white woman when they get money. What you lying for?
I'm not saying black all men are. I'm saying high profile. We're in the whole high profile category. We're not just in every man. There's plenty of men who date white women. There's plenty of black women who date my men. I'm talking about high profile relationships. These are high profile relationships.
So how many high profile relationships of black men have white women?
There's plenty. What do you mean?
No, in mass. In mass.
I didn't say in mass. I said high profile. I said there's plenty. There's the three that I'm highlighting. Jonathan Majors got took down by dating a white woman. Travis Hunter is dating a white woman. This person that Marcus Jordan was dating a white woman. Cooley is dating on here is dating a white woman.
But are they marrying them? There's no validation in that. The only validation is there is no validation in that. You could just be tricking off on these people who nobody knows.
We don't know.
Validation outside
we don't know
marriage.
These relationships. We don't know what they're doing.
HQ, they're not marrying these women.
They marry a lot of women that are not black. Plenty of athletes and things are married to white women. Plenty.
HQ, they're not. HQ. Okay, so if that was the case.
There's plenty of them that marry white women. Plenty.
No, not in mass. No, you can't say that. That's a lie, HQ. And we will see that. We will see that in mass if that was the case. That's not true.
Of course, we're not going to see it in mass. Of course, most black men marry white women, but that's not my focus. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they get in trouble when they date the white women. It never turns out well, and we seeing that in the media right now.
Okay, but I'm saying so. Not even in mass. Let's just say in.
I didn't say anything in mass. You keep saying in mass. That ain't what I said. I'm talking about high-profile romances right now that get into the public eye, regardless of whether it's 1, 2, 5, or 10. They still hit the public eye. They're still very famous men or men that have been in the media, and they're dating somebody that's not black, and they happen to get disapproval from the masses because they're dating these people. That's the focus. That's not a matter of in mass. Who said that?
Because they only trying to do it for high profiles and clicks. They not making anything
What? Who cares what they? Who cares why and what they're doing it for? The whole point is it's a negative image on the black man. What do you mean?
But the black man is responsible for his associations.
My whole point
he
exactly. So why would you
so-
choose that particular person to go negative in the media with?
That could be anybody. That could be
Right.
anybody.
It could be anybody, but it wasn't anybody for these high profile men.
But you said, but you made a statement, HQ. You made a statement. You said that, okay, so the closer that the world looks at, the closer you are to European features.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
a lot of people think European features are more beautiful than Afrocentric features.
So that's the beauty standard. The closer you are to European standard.
I have no idea if that's the beauty standard. That's the beauty standard in Europe. It's the beauty standard in Europe. Wait a minute. Nobody disagreed with Kevin Samuels when he said black women were ugly or black women were on the other end of the scale. Nobody. I don't see nobody backing away from that statement. I see them going towards the statement that he said. So now he was lying.
KS was saying that from a standpoint, a beauty standard of what? The BMI, the body mass index.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Because I specifically saw him say facial features, black women were on the wrong end of the scale, and European features were the best. I heard him say that.
HQ. Okay, let me ride that bus with you. All right. Don't you think he probably said that because in mass, stay with me. Don't you think KS said that because in mass, majority of black women are overweight and bigger than the men?
That ain't what he said. Stop that. That ain't what he said.
Don't you hold on.
He specifically said. Yes, he did. Specifically, he said black women are on the wrong end of the scale, and European features are on the best end of the scale. Yes, he did say that.
Overweight and obese.
He wasn't talking about your body. He was talking about the face, facial features.
Oh,
yes,
my word.
He did.
HQ, you double dutching again, HQ.
No, I'm not. Go back and listen. Go back and listen. I listened to him. I listened to it today. I know what I heard. Black women are on the end of the unattractive scale. That's what he said.
No, HQ, that's not true. That's not true. Because
I know what I heard. I ain't dumb. I heard what I heard. Don't
adhere to everything you hear.
He didn't say anything about no BMI scale. He didn't say anything like that. He said facial features, European features, and he said black women are on the other end of the beauty scale. That's what he said.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this. Why do you think in the black community they grandize a movie like Precious or movies like, The Clumps and Nutty Professors? Why? Because it plays commonly into the black community where in mass they're obese and overweight. That is a fact.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the European features of the women.
I'm tying it into the conversation.
Okay, go ahead.
So in tying that into the conversation, how you said that they say black women are on the other end, it's because in mass they're on the other end. They're bigger than a lot of their men, and they are doing it backwards. They're doing away with the beauty standard, which the beauty standard is supposed to be.
No, you're saying something else. You're saying something else. You're not saying what he said. You're saying something else. He's saying you need to stick with the beauty standard. You need to stick with what he said.
About the look. I'm talking
That's
about
what
the
he
fitness.
said. You're arguing something else. He said that. He didn't say this.
What do your facial looks have to do with your physical fitness? Absolutely.
He didn't say anything about physical features. I'm talking about European face.
No, I said physical. I said, what do your physical fitness has to do with your looks? You see plenty of women that are not that great in the face, but they are in top tier shape. And you see them vice versa, ones that are plus size, but very pretty face. Only if they lost 20 or 25 pounds, they'll be dimes. And
You
and-
now
but
you
can't say-
windmilling. Now you windmilling. He didn't say
But
anything
you-
about obesity. He didn't say that. He said the
I'm-
facial
Oh.
features. He
Oh,
said
no,
facial features.
No, he did not. HQ, no, he didn't. No,
Yes,
he
he
didn't.
did.
HQ.
Yes,
No, he did not. He talked about. Okay,
yes, he
so when he
did.
talked-
This
when he-
was one specific segment, and he talked about facial features. Yes, he did.
He said
Black
said
women
without
were
all
on
the
the
makeup. He said
unattractive
without all the-
end. That's what he
HQ.
said. Had
He was
nothing to do
speaking
with-
of being fresh out the shower with
No.
all the makeup and filters
Okay,
that black
so-
women use.
No.
Black women use a quarter pound of makeup
He
every
didn't
time
say
they
he
step out
wasn't
the
talking
house.
like that. He
Quarter
wasn't
pound of
talking like
makeup,
that.
quarter pound of lashes, quarter pound of weave. Come on, you gotta stop with all
No,
this.
you go back and listen. Go back and listen.
I don't have to.
Because that's not what he said. You're interjecting all of your thoughts into that. I'm talking specifically about when he was talking about European features. You all are putting other things into that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what he specifically said. What he said. Go back and listen. Then call me back because you weren't listening. I listened. I know exactly what he said. You all are interpreting what you want to interpret. He's the one who said that.
HQ.
He said that.
Okay. So from me to you, asking you a question, right? So if you think he expounded on and spoke on a woman being fresh out the shower, a woman being decently attractive, right? A black woman being decently attractive, but being in shape according to the BMI and being fit. And she could be like a Kayla Nicole. You remember Kayla Nicole used to date Travis Kelce?
I don't remember the name.
Okay, so if you look her up, her name Kayla Nicole. She used to date Travis Kelce before he got took by Taylor Swift. Kayla Nicole,
hit the like button, people. Hit the like button, please. The like button, please.
Cute black woman, a very cute black woman, but she is very modernist, if you will. But long story short, I would say a woman like that is very beautiful if she was the cooperative type and a wifely type. That's
Wait a
one
minute,
thing.
you're going on a whole nother rant. We're talking about the European features. We're not talking about what a woman is or isn't. We're talking about the European features that some men and a lot of people put up as the beauty standard here on this internet, put up on the beauty standard in real life. And usually the problem today is with Travis Hunter, he has very Afrocentric features and people called him ugly.
Okay.
That right there is an issue. That's definitely an issue.
Majority of us are average to ugly. Majority of us are average to medium ugly. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you mean. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because people believe, whether it's right or wrong, that the European features is the standard of beauty. They think of anything else as not being attractive as attractive.
But who are these quality of people, HQ? Who are these people that think that?
Most people, you will ask them, and they will tell you, what is your standard of beauty? And most of those people have European features.
Oh, man. I beg to differ, HQ.
Because they're not going to, do you think they're going to say people that look like Travis Hunter?
Well, to each his own. Everybody has their preference, right?
Yes,
because
I get all that.
regardless to what you with the people for, if the person looks like Kodak Black, but he's a billionaire, that money is going to curb a lot of things for him.
I don't know whether that will or that won't. I don't know whether that will or that won't. I'm saying with this particular obsession, when men get rich, maybe they think because they get rich or they have money, they want to go get somebody who may or may not may have these features. I don't know I forgot what it's called. You guys put it in the chat, right?
Or somebody that's gonna get on their page and bring them peace.
Wait a minute. Have these women that's been in the public brought them peace?
like I said before, the selective group of men and women. So you can't look at women that's arm candy and that's so heavy superficial and that's dealing with XYZ person behind your back. But you know, if
all of these women have been on these men's program, the ones I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about for the majority. But for the majority.
But you taking it somewhere else. You taking it somewhere else. I'm not talking about that.
No, I'm not.
I'm talking about these women that are in the public eye with these men.
Women.
And why are they? Well, it doesn't matter who they are. You keep thinking there's something. Keep thinking there's a difference between a girlfriend. You're not marrying your women, so we're not talking about marriage. These are not just arm candy women. These are women that you're spending time with. Stop calling women that men are spending time with arm candy.
HQ. The women.
It doesn't matter whether she's arm candy or not. He's still spending time with her in public.
HQ.
And it could be a tramp. It could be a regular person. It could be any of those things. You keep demoralizing or giving dehumanizing these women because they're not the type of women that you would date. They don't call them to the 304s.
HQ, they're dehumanizing themselves. They're not being.
That's your thought process. That's not everybody's thought process. You do know there's other people on the planet, right, Gianna? That your opinion is not everybody's opinion, right? So he chose her. They choose these women. You don't have to choose them.
When it plays out in real life, HQ.
It is the way. This is exactly how real life is. How you think it is. It's not how it works.
It's pretty factual when
because these men marry these 304. These men marry these women. These men are with these women in public doing all these things that you say, oh, he don't need to be with her. She's a low-tiered woman. They don't look at it as low tier. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not worried about whether she has moral character or not. That's not what I'm saying. That's not my focus. That's your focus. Your focus is always the moral standard.
That plays a heavy factor. HQ, that plays a heavy factor.
No, it don't.
No, it don't.
Not a lot. Not with a lot of men. Not with a lot of human beings. Not if I'm in love with you. Not if he's in love with her.
HQ, that incorporates into the fact that if the woman's bringing the man peace, now if she out there giving every other man attention and whatnot, that's unpeaceful and undesirable to that man.
But I don't see. But we're not talking about bringing peace. We're talking about bringing chaos.
From his high tier colleagues on a regular basis about his spouse and what his spouse is or not doing, and that matters, HQ. That matters.
Okay, so if it matters so much, why is it that Travis Hunter is clinging to his woman? If y'all's opinion about her matters so much, why is he clinging to this woman?
His immaturity.
His immaturity?
That's probably the best looking woman he's ever had in his life. That's probably the best looking woman he's ever had in his life.
With his sons, Shador and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field at home.
Yes, he's fighting with his girl in public. No, not fighting with her. She just didn't give him a kiss. But everybody thinks that he's fighting with this young lady or this young lady wants his money. These people have been together so long. Him and her have been together so long. They've been together at least 4 or 5 years.
So what?
Okay. That doesn't mean just because she doesn't know how to act in public or she makes missteps in public that she wants this young man's money. That doesn't mean that.
She definitely wants his money.
Who wouldn't want to be rich? Who wouldn't want to be rich?
That is the only reason she's there. She's
been there before he was rich. Let me read the super chat from Erica Corner. Let me read the super chat.
Was projected to go pro before he was in high school.
I'm not projecting anything. I'm looking at the young man and his behavior. I'm looking at the young man when he's online talking to her, when he's online talking to her brother, when he's online talking to the family, when she's online talking to his family. They have a relationship together. They have a relationship together. She's not there because of just money. Everybody is there. If I had a boyfriend that had money, of course the money would be important. But that's not what y'all seem to think. Hold on. Y'all seem to think because he has money that's the only reason why she's there. That's not the only reason why she's there. She cares about that guy. Just because he got money don't mean she's there because of the money. That's what y'all don't get. This is the one thing I got to break y'all of. Just because a man has money and a woman is dealing with a man who has money doesn't mean she's only there for his money. That
Majority, that's a lie, HQ. That's a lie, HQ, because she knew this man was going pro before he was in high school. When he was in high school, he was the number one.
How was she supposed to know that?
When Travis Hunter was in high school, he was the number one player in the country 2 years in a row. He was the number one player in the country. He wasn't her first option. She said that. She verbally.
And you know why she said that, or you just gonna run with that narrative? You know, do you know what she said that? Or are you just gonna keep running with that narrative? Do you know why she said that? Or do you understand or you're going to run with that narrative? Wait a minute. You're not answering my question. Do you understand why she said that?
Because she ain't no quality.
Nah. That's not why she said that.
Only Tramps and 304 say that.
That's not why she said that.
He wasn't my first choice.
Do you know why she said what she said?
Why do you have to verbalize that on a public platform?
Do you know why she said he wasn't her type?
No privacy. Why? Tell me, HQ. I'm sure you're going to enlighten me.
Because
please.
she said he was younger than her, and she understood that he had been sleeping around at the college that they were at, or the college he was at.
And she was a stripper.
Not her.
And she was a stripper.
Him.
She was doing the same thing.
We're not talking about her. We're talking about him.
Oh my word! Of course,
we're not talking about her. We're talking about him.
When you're a high-profile athlete, of course you're going to have access to a many women.
Okay. So why would that be attractive to a lot of men? So
like you do.
Why would that be attractive to her? Mm-hmm.
Because she was a stripper. She's promiscuous. Duh.
Because she's a stripper, she was promiscuous.
Well,
he didn't know her at all in high school. He didn't know her before any of that, huh?
That's hearsay, HQ.
What do you mean that's hearsay?
That's hearsay to say that she didn't know him at all. She knew about him.
No, I'm saying he knew her from high school, just like she knew him.
And your point is what?
My point is, she knew him before he had the money.
She knew what he was gonna be. Like I said.
So what? Not every person on the planet. No, not every female on the planet is a gold digger. Not every female.
We live in a digital age of social media. Everybody knows this person gonna be projected to go to the league.
That don't mean that he's attractive enough for her to even deal with him when he has all of these other things going on.
HQ, the whole world knew he was going to the league before he left high school. The whole world knows it. So how she not gonna know it?
I didn't say she didn't know it. I said she knew him before he became famous.
She's there for the money.
You're sure she is.
HQ, you double dutch.
No,
stop.
That's what everybody thinks. She was there before the money. She has been there. Okay. They have incorporated their families. They have incorporated all of these things. You watch the videos between him and her family. They know each other. They are comfortable with each other. It is not the fact that she just found out he was rich and she just said, "Ooh, let me jump on this train." That's not how that went.
Hey, HQ, I'm gonna drop off and let somebody else get on.
Okay. All right, Jayanda. That's not how that goes. She had known this young guy. Erica's Corner, $5. Thank you, supporting the show. Much love, HQ. Thank you, girl. Thank you. My whole point with this young man, I understand that people think that she is a gold digger. I get it. She's 21, 22 years old. All of a sudden, she's so savvy. All of a sudden, she's so this, that, and the third that she is a gold digger. But that wasn't my focus. My focus was, why did we let everything when it comes to the European featured women get would we have this backlash if she was totally black?
Call from.
Triple X.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Triple X. I got a super chat from Mr. Walker, $2 super sticker. Thank you, Mr. Walker. How can I help you, Triple X?
What's up, baby girl?
What is your conversation about this Travis Hunter and this Jonathan Majors? They're in all kinds of hot water, or got into all kinds of hot water because of this Becky candidate. Becky
All right. First of all, I wanna kick this thing off. Are we gonna have any delineation between white and Latina sisters, or you just consider them all white pretty much?
I could. They're white. What am I?
Oh,
I don't distinguish between Italian and Irish, and I don't know. I can't tell the difference.
I mean, when you get to talking about Italian or Irish, I mean that's pretty much kind of classified as white since around the 40s and 50s, but.
So I mean, why would I need to make a distinction between
like Puerto Ricans?
Yeah, why would we need that? Why are they considered more black than they are white?
I mean, I don't ever really hear them referred to as white though, but that's cool. I guess it's just the way you're going with this though. So basically saying non-black women.
No, I'm saying yes. I'm saying the preference.
The preference of a brother with some money and some fame is a non-black woman. That's
yes. So why is it that we run into that issue? Why do we run into our men having this issue every time? How many times have you seen a big, gigantic controversy because our brothers were dating sisters? How many times have you seen any black sisters in the news that done gave us controversy?
I think controversies with brothers dating sisters. Look at what happened with Deion Sanders who married to Pilar.
Deion Sanders, Deion Sanders married to who? And what did Pilar do?
Yeah, the football player.
What did Pilar do?
Man, she acted out in a major way, man. It was a big thing about that, man.
How?
Put hands on him and
hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button, please. We need you to hit the like button in here. Please hit the like button. Now, Pilar, Deion Sanders. And what did she do? I don't even recall the controversy. What did she do?
She acted out on him. She put hands on him. And she did it because she knew he couldn't really do anything in response to it. Because he couldn't put hands on her, he'd be in trouble. So that's how it worked.
The woman put hands on. Wait a minute, hold up. Deion Sanders? We talking about Deion Sanders that's in the news now?
Yeah. They used to have that TV show. Where you been at? That was back in the day.
What?
Yeah. That's why
Deion Sanders got beat up by his woman?
You talking about Travis Hunter. That's Deion and his coach. So Deion, two sons, and Travis on the same team. So Deion the coach now. And when Pilar was at the Senior Bowl game, when the boys went over to Pilar, Deion went the opposite direction. So he don't mess with Pilar like that. Even though they divorced or whatever, he don't mess with Pilar. So that tells you all you need to know. But also what you were saying though, because we're gonna address the elephant in the room.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Why is it that the girl is catching so? This is a kid. You know what? I looked at it like that. This is a kid, and he has much time in the public eye. He's going to have much time in the public eye if he's playing and he's healthy and this, that, and the third. Why are we making such a big deal about this girl when this is early on? Everybody say she a 304. Everybody say she's
here's the thing. Here's the thing. As the old saying goes, and I've heard many ladies say this, the ladies even that exceed your age, HQ, like respectfully, you're like young enough to be my aunt's daughter. She's still around, HQ.
Right.
So I mean, she got kids older than me. But yeah, she even said she never seen an ugly multi-millionaire. So and I've heard many a woman say that.
Right.
So this girl, it was a known thing. Travis Hunter has been a known thing in commercials. Like Jay Hunter said, this isn't just some guy that was playing college high school ball, he's pretty good, and then he went to college. No, we're talking about the
Yeah, but let me put this caveat in here. Let me put this caveat in here.
Go ahead.
I didn't know who Travis White was. I mean, Travis Hunter was.
You have to follow sports, though.
So what made us think she was following sports?
Because those young groupie-style chicks all follow sports because they all want rich, athletic, in the limelight boyfriend.
So
these guys to trick on them. So these young girls follow sports like that.
Okay, so why is it that he not listening to all of these people?
Because his nose is wide, his left nostril is so wide, I can back my 82 Hummer back up.
So there's plenty of beauty. Wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah, but that one is in his hook. That was in his hook.
Okay. Your audio is echoing. I don't know why.
Hold on. Can you hear me better now?
Can you guys hear him better now? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear him better. Is he echoing still?
Is it okay now?
I don't know. I put a 1 in the chat. I can't tell. But my question is this. He has been famous all this time, right?
Well, he's really, I'll say this to a degree, but this is kind of really like his coming out because he's won the top award of college player to win. He's going to the league next year, so this is like the breakout year. But he was already projected to be kind of a money guy. You know, like you got HQ, we got to be real. Like, you're a woman. We know the deal. Back when you were in high school or whatever, I don't know, you went to college. Like the star athlete on that team, the consistent player on that team, they're talking like they always had their pick, and women have always been after these guys. Like we got to be real here.
Yeah, but listen to this. Listen to this. He's been had money.
No, actually, he ain't got the money yet. The money coming next year.
Famous. You said he's been famous, right?
Yeah, he's been
why is it that with the world being his oyster?
Yeah.
With the world being his oyster.
Yeah.
Why is it that he's not out there doing his wild oats? Why is he ready to marry?
I'm gonna tell you. I can answer that because
he's ready to marry this young lady.
Because his nose was wide open. And just like when I was his age.
You keep going in and out. You keep fading in and out.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I don't know what you did, but it can't.
Okay, I had my hand over the mic by accident. But yeah, just like when I was his age, hey, you know, me, it was one of the first few chicks I had. You know, I had some chicks with like relationship wise, and hey, your nose wide open. All men got to kind of go through that.
Okay, so since he's going to go through all of that, Travis is going to go through all that. He seems to be on track to marry this girl.
See, this is the problem, though, HQ.
What problem? She loves him.
It is a problem. It's a major problem. And the problem is this. I did not have what he got in front of him at that age. You know? He got the possibility, if he really focused and he gets out of his rookie deal, that guy could be signing a multi-generational package worth dream.
Okay.
You know?
So,
yeah. But NFL is very, 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 very strict about any abuse claims, any domestic violence, or any of those things that happen. You know? And this girl that he's with, she's already shown herself to be a problem child. And that girl can upend all of that and he'll be done. If he shows
So-
up and got some fake bruises or whatever, he's out of the league.
So
Yeah, that's why
everybody is like
everybody-
worried that the young lady is going to derail his career, or is
Yeah,
everybody
there's a possibility.
is everybody worried about the fact that they say she don't love him?
Well, they know from peeping the game and how she acting that she is not a trustworthy chick. You know what I'm saying? They like the boy. Everybody likes the winner. You know, people are inclined to get behind the winner. The old saying is true. You know,
the minute you tell
many fathers, just as many fathers and failure as the orphan. But go ahead.
the minute you tell me I can't do something when I was growing up, that was the minute I was determined that I was gonna do it. And that's a lot of human beings.
Yeah.
The minute you tell me I can't date that football player, or the minute you tell me I can't date that motorcycle guy, biker guy, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So everybody keep running at this boy, talking about, hey, you been out there with her, she a gold digger. The more he gonna cling to her. And we gonna look up and that boy gonna be done eloped with that girl. Okay.
There's
let that boy find out
Yeah.
about that girl on his own. He wouldn't have rushed into getting engaged. He wouldn't have rushed into any of those things. Now we already know what's going to happen if he marries the girl. If he marries the girl, her family probably going to tell her to get pregnant. Then he got a baby with this girl. So she already got part of his check, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now the only things left is for him to fuck it up. Because she not gonna mess it up. She on the gravy train, according to y'all. She on the gravy train. So she ain't finna mess it up.
She got a soon to be rich boyfriend. Yeah,
right.
She's on the gravy train.
So she ain't gonna mess it up. She ain't gonna mess it up till she got that baby, right?
Right.
So she gonna do everything she can, right? Suck his wood, do all that she can do.
Here's the thing, though, HQ. She can still mess him up before the baby. She don't need the baby. The baby will only be securing the funds, but she don't need the baby.
That's all she need to do. That's all she need to do is secure the funds, bro.
Yeah. To secure the bag, right? To secure the bag. But if she just is on some bullshit, and she like, hey, I don't want you to have it. She should start some shit up. And, you know, and if she show a bruised career is pretty much compromised after that.
Right.
You know, baby or not. So
I know we already know what time it is. She's going to get pregnant because first off, everybody is coming at that girl negatively. She a 304. She a this, that, and that's going to make you tell me not to do it. I'm going to do it. You tell him not to marry her. I know how she feel about me. I'm gonna marry her. Y'all keep going at her. She crying. She in the room. She doing this, that, and the third because y'all beating up on her. He's gonna marry that girl.
I'm gonna say this.
Get that girl pregnant.
I think there's a fairly decent chance he does, but it's also that this could happen too, because eventually every man snaps to reality. The reality of that money actually hitting his account and him still being in the clear without the kid or being married, he may have a change of thought.
He gonna spend all that money on that girl because you know why I know he gonna do that?
We'll see.
Because people been calling him ugly.
Yeah, but
he got a fine Latina girl on his arm.
Yeah, she cool. She cool. She ain't super fine. She's okay though.
He got a fine preference on his arm.
Yeah,
I'm ugly. I'm an ugly. I may have money, but I'm ugly. I got this fine chick on my arm. He ain't finna mess that up.
Funny,
huh?
I said you funny.
Am I wrong or am I right? Am I wrong or right?
I mean, hey, that has been since the beginning of time. You know, like
And the
success,
sisters
yeah, you don't
rejected
get
him.
it.
Wait a minute, hold up. How is it that everybody knew he was gonna be rich, but the sisters was rejecting him?
I don't.
If he was gonna be so rich and he was
his-
all that, why wasn't the sisters on top? The sisters know how to go after a man with money.
Well,
Why the sisters
I
didn't do
mean,
it?
he. I'm sure in his first few girls or whatever he did, I'm sure that ain't the first girl he ever spent time with. They might have been sisters, but you know, something that may have caught his eye a few years back, and that's the direction he wanted to go in.
There you go. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button out there, please. Hit the like button. If you have any super chats, that would be great. If you have any cash apps, that would be even better. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hit the like button. It is free. So my question is this: he isn't a looker. He wasn't a look. Yeah, but that girl, she can be a 5 or 6, but that girl is a long come up from
I mean, look, she would be. She's more attractive than he is him. It's safe to say that.
And
but
so,
he ain't working at Walmart. We're talking about a potential superstar athlete in the NFL.
You still have not explained to me why, if he was so known as going to have money, why didn't the sisters jump on it? If
How you know they didn't try? How you know they didn't try? Yep, but just because they tried don't mean they're gonna get it.
Because he wanted the preference.
Yeah, I mean maybe he's seen that and he caught his eye. He maybe never had it before.
But look what the preference done brought him, which is my point. The preference done brought you to the drink.
Yeah,
I think the sisters may have wanted. I think the sisters might have. The sisters might have learned how to play the position a little bit better when he was getting his money. This young girl is turning around and making misstep after misstep after misstep.
Yeah. Let me say this. My man made a good point in the chat. I'm in interrupt you, HQ. My bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, CMC technique is class. Respect to you, brother. That slipped my mind, but yeah, the Ocho Cinco situation, like when you
wasn't that the one who bottomed out in the NFL? Was that him?
Yeah, but she caused his career to be over because luckily he had played a long time and had his paper. He had already made his mark and was already considered, a great in the league as one of the best wide receivers.
Did you just say that his preference derailed his career?
Yeah. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look who helped derail your career. Look who helped derail your career.
But I can name sisters that have derailed careers.
You name one.
Like I say, women.
Name one.
Name one where they was playing.
Eli didn't derail Deion Sanders' career. Eli didn't do that.
Hold on. I'm gonna name it. Now, of course, I don't know the details of how that fight started, but that Ray Rice fight, was in his career when he had hit her up against the elevator. I don't know what was said.
That young lady.
Yeah, that happened. Man, I can the Ray Carew thing. I mean,
hold on.
He was with sisters though.
Hold on.
He was with sisters though. Left eye, right.
Rice, he did that to himself.
Yeah, left eye, Andre Riser. Yep.
These were light-skinned preferences, though. You keep naming these light-skinned preferences.
Oh man, hey, left eye was black. Don't even try that.
She was black, but she was light-skinned though. She was black, but she was light-skinned though. I'm talking about the preference. Bro. The preference doesn't have to be non-black. The preference can be black, but she's just like Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray was a preference, and she was a beautiful person.
Right. Yeah,
she could be like the preference and be black. So
right, you told me the name of my name white girls though. Huh? Oh man, I said you asked me to name them. I gave you some.
And
So
you gave
yeah,
me
Robin
preferences,
Givens destroyed Mike.
But
Robin Givens destroyed Mike Tyson.
Robin Givens, how she destroy him?
What you mean? How she? Oh, I'm gonna tell you. She got on that news interview and she blasted at Mike and said living with him has been a nightmare. He's been very violent. She said that and blasted at that man in a
But
loud
that didn't torpedo his career, though.
Wait a minute. Mike caught a lot of flack after that. It was a big, hold on now, because I remember that. I was old enough to remember that when I was real young. It was a big thing about that. Come on,
I remember that. But she didn't derail his career, though.
Yeah, it did. It did to a degree, and I'm explaining why.
He went to jail because of a preference in a hotel room.
I didn't say it was the end of his career, but it had a big effect. A lot of his Mike's endorsements at that time, it just so happened he was making so much money out of boxing, but he lost a lot of endorsements when that happened. Because one of the big endorsements,
when he went into that hotel room and did what he did with that one lady, that was
after. That was after.
Yeah,
we don't know if the girl tell the truth with that or not. You know,
you mean to tell Mike Tyson? You telling me Mike Tyson lost a bunch of deals because of
he did, and I'm gonna tell you one of the main ones he lost when he had that deal with Nintendo, and he had Mike Tyson's Punch Out, huge game, making tons of money. As soon as that happened, they ended that partnership and they re-released that game as just Punch Out and took Mike out of the game. So
Travis Hunter is on the road to all of this. It's on the road to all of this. And we keep pushing that girl. We keep pushing Travis Hunter further and further into that doggone girl's arms by what we keep saying, what we keep doing.
Yeah.
That girl,
he'll learn. Everybody can't be wrong. He'll learn.
He seemed to be pulling her closer and closer where she ain't going nowhere. That's all she got to do is act right from here on out. And it's clear sailing for her.
Yeah, she's smart. She could live a life every woman almost dreams about. If she's smart, shut up. But I don't think she's that smart.
So now what we gonna do now? Seeing as how we pushed her into his arm, we pushed them together even more. By denigrating her, by making her seem as though she's a gold digger. He knows how she feels about him. I'm saying she may or may not be there because of the money, but that ain't all the reason that she's there. There's plenty of people on this planet have gotten together with people because of a specific quality, but they stayed because of other qualities. You ain't gonna come over, a man ain't gonna come over to me and talk to me and deal with me if I don't at least look attractive enough to him.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna stay over here if I'm not attractive enough.
You gotta be desirable. Absolutely. I had to shut down something recently because, I mean, respectfully, it wasn't desirable to me. Mm-hmm. So I agree with that.
So you're not going to go somewhere. But when you get me and you get the beauty according to you, my beauty according to you. When you get that, I have to come with something else other than my beauty, right or wrong. I got to come with a little bit of brain on the dome.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I would say, of course. And that should be every man's standard.
Right.
That, of course, you want something to look at. I mean, a guy has to have something to look at. If he's really serious about being in a monogamous relationship, why would he go with something that he really don't like? It's not really going to be wrong with me.
According to the men the other night, they'll go down in looks to get cooperation.
Right, but only down so far, though. That's the thing. You're right. Only down so far. It has to be within reason. That don't mean we go down to a 3 because she's a. I can get.
Hold on. Listen to this. Listen.
What?
The 4, 5s, and 6s are acting like the 7, 8s, and 9s. Like they looking for the same man. They doing the same thing as the 7, 8, and 9. So you might as well deal with the 7. You might as well try to get the 7, 8, and 9 because the 4, 5, and 6 is acting the same way.
Well, it's a pretty big jump from a 4 to a 6. A 6 is like something. A 6 is like something a lot of guys can kind of work with.
Right.
You know.
Right. This young lady,
Travis
is already, she's a 6 according to the
to the chat.
To the chat, she's a 6.
Yeah, yeah. I would give her probably maybe 6.5. I would say that cooking with Kaya chick, I would put her above her.
You would put her above a 6.
Yeah, I get Kaya a 7. I give her a 7. I give this girl a 6.5.
Cooking girl. Okay.
Yeah, the cooking girl, I give a 7. I get her a 6.5.
Oh, okay, so Kaya, the cooking girl looks better than Kaya looks better than the girl.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're around the same age. She's just more attractive. Yeah.
But you would still date the Travis's girl.
I mean, if I didn't know her, and I just seen a chick out there like that, I mean, we have to look at this too. What? Am I looking at from the perspective of me being an older guy and going like her, or me being the same age? I mean, she ain't a bad looking chick. You know, I've hung out with chicks in that look range, and I've also dated chicks that look better than her. I've dated chicks that look better than Kaya. So
yeah, but the thing is, we don't give this little girl no leeway. We're not giving the little girl no leeway. She's just a full-fledged gold digger. She can't like him. He can't be the one for her.
No, because she's not loyal to the soil. She should be stuck up under that guy and be ultra grateful to be with him.
But what if she like HQ? What if she's like me?
What do you mean? What if she like you?
Because I'm not gonna be stuck. I would never have been stuck up under him either.
Well, is it your dream guy though? If it was Denzel Washington, I think you have a different response.
Here's the thing. It depends. He may not be her dream guy, but maybe but people don't always fall in love with their dream person. Do they or do they not? Hit the like button coming in, guys. Please hit the like button. I would love for you to hit the like button. It is free. Please do that. Hit the like button, please. But
go ahead.
The young lady seems to just be making missteps. Not necessarily that she doesn't like the boy. It's just missteps that she's making.
Yeah.
And people keep saying she must not care about him. But I saw a video the other night of Travis and her brother or her uncle or somebody. He was a young guy, and they were playing video games.
Yeah,
and they were referring to each other in very what would you call it? Very familiar terms.
Yeah,
so they were talking to each other. They were gaming, right?
Yeah,
and I could tell that they had spent time together. That he had spent time with her family. That he had spent the night over there. That they had eaten dinner together. That they knew each other for real, right? Because the brother and him were talking as though they knew each other really, really well. Bro, this and bro, that, in this and in that. And I was like, that don't seem like a girl that family don't seem like a girl just dating him for his money and the rest of the family ain't dealing with him like that. They know each other. They spend time together. It's not I don't feel like she's there for just the money. I understand that the money is in the room and you can't help but look at the money. I get that. Yeah. But I look at it as two young people just fumbling over each other, trying to figure out this new spotlight that they're in. They weren't in the spotlight until, because I ain't never heard no Travis Hunter. I don't know who the hell that boy is. I ain't seen him play.
All right, hey, let me jump in for a second, HQ.
Yeah.
In respect, shout out Project Leroy too in the chat. We make a good point.
Go ahead.
Travis Hunter, she's really going after the status that other men have bestowed upon Travis Hunter. You know, so amongst men, Travis Hunter has status. You know, because he's not just a professional athlete. He showed himself to be a top professional athlete at the collegiate level. You know, maybe the hottest guy in college sports right now, period. So that's status among men. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I'm a degree engineer. That's my background. That's what I went to school for, right?
Okay.
My ultimate goal, one of my ultimate goals is to start a boating company. I have a unique idea that I work on trying to get patents for on water vehicle. You know, it's gonna be different from a boat, but it's a unique vehicle. But you know, that's something that I'm chasing. If something like that ever came to fruition, so a level of celebrity will come with that. You know, because it would be extremely popular. They want to know who made it, who's this black guy. That would give you status among men.
Oh, okay.
You know, if enough men give you status, you know, and then at that point, if you've done that, you might be only one or two big wins and really being over the top. You know, maybe you got another big idea. Then all of the men is like, hey, that's the man. You know, all of the men saying that is enough to make 90% of women change their man about a guy. Period.
Okay.
Yeah. So
but that was not before. But see, you all are making the assumption that this young lady had foresight, who that she knew he was going to become as famous as he is. She knew he was going to have all of these accolades. She knew that. She may not have known that. She may not have known any of that. She met him and just started dating him before he became famous. That's not true, HQ, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know why? He just became famous
this year. Because it's not true, because he was the consensus top high school player in the country. The consensus, you know, it was unrivaled. I mean, undebated. So he was already a known commodity.
Yeah, but listen to this. Listen, you all are giving her the same level of scheme and whole trappery and 304-ishness as you would give Drea. She ain't no Drea. She's
exhibiting a lot of those traits. Drea's just been around long enough to F up a lot.
My point exactly, which means this girl has not been in the game like that. She does not know this, that, and the third. She does not know how to act. She does not know how to present herself. She has not learned to play her position behind. She was sitting on that couch saying to him, well, what I'm supposed to do? I'm just supposed to sit here. That's not somebody that want to stick around. That's somebody that likes to do.
I'm sure Dion and other handlers have had discussions and have pulled that girl coattails and talked to her about her behavior.
So why is she ain't changed?
To a degree. What'd you say?
So why hasn't she changed?
Because she's defiant. And she's a defiant.
She moves like the arrogance of youth. She moves.
She's an arrogant girl. Yep.
That's the way she moves. She doesn't move like a gold digger. She moves like she has all the time in the world. She knows he loves her. He ain't going nowhere. She moves like that.
I give it to you like this. She's a super villain. You know? I know a super villainess because she's a woman. I know a super villainess.
We gonna keep pushing that girl till that boy marries.
When I see one. Yep, she's a super villainess.
Right.
Yep.
Let me read the super chat from Mr. Walker. $5 super chat. He must F around and find out. Godspeed, young simp. That's exactly it. He's in love with that girl. You know how I felt. Have you ever been in love? You been in love, Triple X? When you was young, 21.
Can you define the word? What does that word
mean? Don't give me none of them qualifiers.
Can you define it?
What it's like to be a simp.
I define it. I don't know what you're talking about. Can you define the word?
You know what it's like to be a simp when you young.
No.
Don't give me that bullshit. If you at least handsome halfway, you know what I'm talking about.
Hey.
So that young man. The young man.
Can you define the word?
That young man has found a woman who says, I don't care what you look like. I want to hang on you. I want to love on you.
Bullshit. This is about money.
I'm telling you the way it is.
Bullshit.
He has been called ugly. In the media, I heard it in the media. He's not ugly to me. I love his smile. Go all the way across his face. I love black men. So he isn't ugly to me. I'm saying in the media, I heard somebody say that he was ugly, or maybe it was in the chat, maybe it was here on YouTube, that he was he wasn't the most handsome boy. And I'm saying maybe he heard the same thing. Maybe all his life he's been considered not handsome. This beautiful young woman that he has been chasing, let's not get it twisted. He chased her. He got in her deep.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
He chased her and he got her. Now she's there. She's in line.
He thinks he got her.
And everybody keeps saying she's a hoe, she's a 304, she's this, she's this, she's this. If you've been called ugly all your life, and you finally get a beautiful, shiny diamond, and she's standing right there next to you, he ain't going nowhere.
Well, listen, you talking to players here, HQ. Like, what
he's not in the NFL, so he don't know. All the. He need to catch his.
You talking to old school players from the Himalayas up in here, okay? I'm not quite sure.
Y'all keep putting him down as an adult. Y'all keep putting him down as a grown man. He's not what you consider.
HQ, how did I tell you players play? I told you this a few weeks ago. How did I tell you they play?
Not how you think they play.
They play all day, every day. Shit.
And
what you talking about? Players can see the play being played. So players can see he's a sucker waiting to get lit. So players can see she waiting to Michael Jackson moonwalk out the door with them dollars. Players can see that. Okay.
So why ain't he running?
His nose is wide open enough to stick my house in it. He can't run. However, like I said, once he gets to the league, two things are going to happen that's not happening at this moment. First of all, that money will actually hit that account. Multi-millions of dollars in your account will sober somebody up real fast. It's like not having on no clothes and getting shoved outside and it's 20 degrees. It's going to wake you up real quick. Number two, he's going to have a barrage, and I mean a barrage of women coming at him. If you think he got women coming at him now, he's going to have women 100-fold coming at him, and something else may catch his eye. So two things can happen. Go ahead.
So my whole point is this. That's true enough. That might happen to him. It might be true enough, and he might be having a barrage of women. But he sees his woman as the prize. He sees her as the prize. His mind is going to say, she was there before the money, so I know I can trust her. So that's why he became engaged to her, because that's his mind thinking. His mind is saying, she's there before the money. She cares about me and not the money. Wow. She was, when he didn't have no way to get around town, when she went to work, he would drive her car around town. He would
Right.
drive her car because she gave her car. She bought a car, and then he would drive her car.
Yeah.
All time. That's the things he's going to be thinking about. He's going to be thinking about the loyalty. That is what she's going to be doing. Hit the Cash App, hit the super chat. Everybody in the chat, but ain't nobody hitting the $2 set.
Hey, you wild, man. They always
I'm just saying. That's what he said on the end. That's what he said on the interview. He said when I didn't have no car, she let me drive her car while she was at work to do the things I needed to do. You can't beat that kind of loyalty.
Oh man,
That's loyalty to young kids. Y'all seem to think that she don't have no loyalty. Yes, HQ want money. You in here, spend $1. This is not free. All this not is
break bread. Right. Yeah.
What do you mean? Y'all don't have no problem sending cash apps to other people that you go to their chat. Why you can't?
Oh, well, somebody in the chat talking crazy? Oh, I ain't see that. What happened?
So, who? What do you mean?
No. Somebody said something about the money in the chat or something.
No, he said get Miss HG want money. Everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah, everybody that got a channel want money. That's
you don't have no problem sending no $5 or $2 to Mr. Walker now. Why you can't send me $1 in a super chat? What's wrong with y'all?
Wrong with
that make no sense. HQ want the money. HQ don't. This is how that works. $1 here, $2 there. What do you mean? But I'm saying. This young man, I'm telling you, this young man is looking at her loyalty like that.
Right.
And he is seeing everybody attack this girl.
Yeah.
If somebody is attacking your girl, you're going to put your arms around her and protect her, right or wrong.
Yeah. Because
you understand what she's doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what's happening. And us saying she's a gold digger doesn't mean anything because he hasn't seen that side of her. He doesn't know the gold digger side.
He doesn't even understand fully what a gold digger is.
My point exactly. So when we keep saying it, that means when we keep saying it, he's going to be mad. He's going to gravitate to her more. And that's what we don't want, right?
Yeah, he's in over his head.
Tell me, when has that boy hesitated one bit with that engagement?
He has not. She got she got his nose wide open.
She's showing that ring off. She, in the new, and he's saying, y'all
seen that bubblegum ring.
I'm saying, we are driving that boy even more into that girl's arms. If she's
here's the thing though. What? Should we not say nothing and we see the play, or should we just let him walk the plank? He should be happy that people that are saying something.
Let him walk the plank.
Let him walk the plank.
What?
Let me hit you with it like this.
Hold on. What does he have to lose by walking the plank?
His career and a lot of his earnings. And potentially being blackballed from the league, that's what he got.
Here's the thing: those people have handlers, right?
Well, look, this is the thing. Let me hit you with a game like this. Say you used to going to, not a laundromat, but like a grocery store, right? You go to that one all the time,
right?
Let's say I visited too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I go up there and I'm like, I hear about it's a fight or something up here, but it happened like an hour before I got there. People still talking about it. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I come up there the next week. I hear about another fight. Then the next week, they shooting up there. Look, at that point, as a friend of mine, HQ, I got an obligation to let you know you might want to be cool on going to that grocery store. You feel me?
True. And it's okay that we told her. It's okay that we told him.
Got my head knocked off. Go ahead.
But it's okay that we told him. Now he's aware.
Yeah, he's aware.
So once he's aware, we can't do nothing else. We can say he deliberately walked into the tomfuckery. right? Now we can say he's an official simp because he walked directly into it and he wanted what he wanted. Let me read the super chat. Mr. Walker, super sticker 99¢. Thank you, sir. Mr. Walker again, a $2 super sticker. Thank you again. CMC's technique is class. $5 super chat. For the love of HQ, we love you. Thank you. I love you back. I do. But he's walking deliberately into it. Deliberately into it. Okay?
All right. Hey, HQ, I ain't gonna hold you up. I ain't gonna hold you up. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get to some other callers.
Okay.
But yeah, you went too hard on Kaya in that video. I see that little video you put out. That was a shady video. And you know it.
I know
you know it. You know it. Talking about she was mediocre and she was not. Come on, HQ. Don't do that.
Wait a minute. Shit, what, you mean to tell me you ain't seen more beautiful on the internet?
I said she's a solid 7. She's a young, nice looking, attractive girl. She's
no. Don't y'all start that. Y'all the one who said the women with the weave. Y'all said the woman with the weave and the sweeping eyelashes, but as long as she twerking and she's skinny, she a 7. But she can have a weave on
she's
and
a
the
good
eyelash.
looking girl.
Huh?
She's a good looking girl. She's not great. She ain't Lori Harvey.
She's a regular, ordinary young lady that's a solid
She ain't
5.
Halle Berry. She's not that. She's a cool chick. Her looks is more than good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's not model-esque. She's not model-esque.
Because she's twerking.
Yeah, she's a good looking girl. She's young, and she's doing her thing.
They said she got submissive energy. What do you mean submissive energy? Stop it.
Yeah, you can't say this, HQ. She ain't acting super combative, and she's kind of open.
Yeah, but she's
loyal. You can't hate on her now.
She's loyal to herself. She's on camera twerking. She got on weave. She got on the sweeping eyelashes. She's saying some wild stuff.
What'd she say wild?
You better come over here and cook for your man. Otherwise, I'm going to take your man. Well, that's combative.
She's talking some trash. She's talking a little trash.
Yes,
you would know all about that, wouldn't you?
I would. But I don't threaten to take your man. I take your man. Just kidding.
They better watch out now. They better watch out. All right, baby. I'm gonna let you go.
Triple X. Thank you.
All right. Take care, baby. All right.
So we still have the Travis Hunter debacle. We still have that problem. Okay. He is going to run up on that girl and he's going to say, I'm going to keep this girl regardless of what people say. And I get it. But she just don't give me the vibe of I want to get him because he got money. That's just a part of the relationship. Okay. He sent her a direct message. He sent her a direct message in her DM, said he wanted to talk to her. That said he wanted to talk to her. She ignored it because she knows that athletes get out there. Now her fears are going to be realized in this relationship. Thank you for the wait a minute, hold on. Thank you for the super chat again, Jamisa. Thank you. Y'all send money to Walker and them. What do you mean? 8th quarter of the day. She crazy. Hello, Mr. Nose Wide Open. Jay. Tell me what your take is on this Hunter Travis. I'm saying to y'all, you keep bouncing on that girl's head and it's going to make him go over there even more.
All I'm gonna say is time will tell. We see the signs clear as day. She's the way she's acting and portraying herself in the public eye is not, regardless of race, regardless of anything, age, anything. The way she's portraying herself in the public eye is not the way that a professional athlete, somebody on this stage, their spouse should be portraying themselves. That's just
So
the
my
bottom
question
line.
is this: why is it nobody? Why didn't Dion, who seems to be the person that's pushing this forward, why is it that he hasn't said to her,
He has.
let me get you a handler so we can handle y'all social media and y'all don't do nothing in the public eye, before talking to this handler that I put in front of y'all. Why ain't he did that? Because he knows the game. So why haven't you did that?
He talked to Travis already. He told him, even he joked on camera, I'm your prenup. I'm gonna get your prenup. He put a whole stack of books on the thing. He said your prenup gonna be this much right here. Because he knows.
Okay, so why ain't Travis taking heat?
Because he's a grown man. He gonna make his own decisions. You got to allow him to do that.
Right.
But
that's
everybody's shouting at him like, "Yo, don't."
Right.
It's like watching a horror. It's literally like watching a horror movie.
To the girl. When did they get engaged?
I don't know. They've been
I
together
just
for
saw
5
her
years.
showing a ring, and they said they got engaged.
Her engagement ring is right over the tattoo of a $sign on her ring finger. So when somebody gets a $sign tattooed on their ring finger, you know what that means? It means they married to the money. That's a mindset. Ain't got nothing to do about the color of her skin or race, nothing like that. It's a mindset. Somebody that puts a $sign on their ring finger, their wedding ring finger.
So are we saying that she can't love him?
I'm not saying she can't love him, but if
See,
you walk into somebody's house and they got a
know how to
pit
walk
bull,
up in there and do that. See, the preferences, y'all would be tearing a sister down if y'all saw her with a $sign on her finger.
They are tearing this girl down.
But
we are.
But how did she get near him? How did she get near him without him understanding what the $sign around the ring means?
Because I mean, he was a little bit lesser known. She was a little bit lesser known. People didn't really do too much. People in the news media don't really investigate stuff until it's brought to our attention. And then it's going to be gone in a week or 2 weeks. The news cycle is like that.
So
like we're the Epstein Island documents. Like we forget about stuff fast, man. The news cycle.
So they
is so
saying
fast
she had other players, that she dated other players.
Well,
that's
I didn't
the
hear
rumor.
that.
I don't know whether that's true.
I didn't hear that. I heard somebody say that she's probably gonna, once she gets to that level, she's probably gonna try to what's it called, monkey
branch.
Yeah.
Up to
that's what I heard. Yeah.
Wait a minute, I thought he was gonna get big money. Why would I need the monkey branch somewhere else?
Because she might go for something that's more appealing to her. Because I mean, once you get to that level, you if you can finagle your way in, and those dudes are simps, man. These athletes are simps. Look at Zion. I mean, they you dedicate your life to a sport, and then
this game.
They don't have game. They don't have game.
No. What I'm saying is they have all this game around them, like Deion Sanders. All these men around them that is giving them the game. Why ain't they taking it? Because what you feel is going to be more important than what other people say. You're going to hunker down when you have feelings for this person.
Yeah, until that state turn around and bite you.
I'm not saying the money is not a factor for her. What I am saying is she do care about him. She has brought him around her family. Her family knows him. He's comfortable with the brothers. He's comfortable with the mother and father. She's comfortable with the mother. She's comfortable. They're comfortable in their family. So I'm not saying it's her money. I'm not saying money is the driving factor. Money is a factor. Money would be a factor for me if I dated Denzel. It would be a factor for me.
But if you married Denzel and then got a divorce, you're gonna try to take half?
You say what?
If you married Denzel and then got a divorce, are you gonna try to take half?
No, I would expect him to have me already.
We can see this. We can see this girl is going. She going to reach out and take. She going to grab everything she can on the way out. If, like, I'm telling you, 2025, we all going to see it, man. We going to see it.
Yeah, but the thing is, he has all of this game around him. Why isn't he taking heed?
Oh, he's the one you got to ask that question. We can all say what we think he should do, but he's the only one that's going to answer that question. Like they said, nose wide open.
Because he loves that girl. And his
and
nose is
of
wide
his nostril
open.
size.
Right. Black America.
Good afternoon. How you doing this evening? How you doing, Jay?
How you doing?
What's going on, Black?
What's your take on this Travis Hunter thing?
Well, I just came in and fired this whole thing up, and I see y'all talking about this, and I think I'm gonna just say this, right? And it's gonna probably sound like a weird take from me. Everybody sound like haters. Everybody to me.
Look at Black America always gonna come in and say something way out of pocket. Explain your case, Black America.
Everybody sound like haters because they are high school sweethearts. He has been messing with her since the 10th grade. He was in the 10th grade. She was in the 12th grade. Yes, no 12th grade girl is going to pay attention to a 10th grader. So yeah, she's going to curb him while she's a 12th grader and he's in the 10th grade.
Right.
As he was still in high school, he had problems going on at home. He moved in with her.
See?
My Mexican homeboy, I got daughters. My Mexican homeboy let his girlfriend's daughter move into the fucking house with them. They do that in that community. They bring the sons or the son-in-laws, potential son-in-laws into the home with them. They do that with their 17 and 18-year-old daughters. Latinos, Mexicans, they do that. He in the 10th grade, he didn't have no money. In the 11th grade, he didn't have no money. In the 12th grade, he didn't have no money. For everybody that don't know, NHL or NIL deals didn't even get passed until 3 years ago. Was it 2 or 3 years? It may have been 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
He did them the college deals where they could actually get money. Right.
Yeah, it's been about like 3 or 4 years, maybe.
Okay.
Right. So he hasn't had money. So who's been taking care of him?
Well, he got it from that,
her and her family has been taking care of him for at least 3 years before that. Y'all leave these young people alone.
I don't think that's the case, Black. I don't think that's the case, man. I'm listening to her words, and she said she curbed him because she denied his, or she didn't respond to his DM because he had a girlfriend at the time, is what she said.
Okay.
So exactly. And then she said
it was a few years before she said that that girlfriend was gone because she was checking back to see, and she didn't start talking to him until she was single. So did that happen in high school?
But Jay, yes. Jay, let me ask you a question. We've both been in high school, you and me. And we both have seen them girls that was in the 12th grade getting picked up by niggas in cars and Cutlasses and Regals and Cadillacs and shit like that. They wasn't fucking with 10th boys, Jay. I'm sorry, no 12th grade girl, and she is not that cute.
It depends on your status, man.
She's not that cute. No,
it depends on your status. It depends on your status.
Right.
He didn't have no status.
If you that hooper, if like I'm gonna talk about basketball. If you that hooper and you got that family name, them the Johnson boys, all them Johnson boys, they be jumping out the gym. And then Daquan Johnson coming as a freshman, and everybody already know him. He already on varsity. He already doing his thing.
Jay,
you don't think senior girls is gonna mess with him as a freshman?
Jay.
No.
For the most part, it's like everybody says, "Oh, look at how Savannah James is acting." So LeBron James been in the league how long, bro? 20 years? How long LeBron James been in the league?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, around 20 years. Yeah.
He has been, him and Savannah have been in the NBA since these kids were actually in diapers. Diapers. It is a different generation. Women lead men every day. Men do things every day, stuff like that. If they get divorced, they get divorced. Let them get. Don't mess with the kid. Let these kids get everybody. To me,
Steph Curry and his wife.
she's a bitch. Yeah, she's a bitch.
Yeah,
and he hasn't left her.
Limelight. Because she might have got a little selfish or whatever, and she wanted to be more
in the
limelight. That's why. Because that's human nature. Some people.
So Jay, that equals a bitch. If you're
go ahead.
If you're saying men don't. If you're saying men don't love me anymore, you're married to one of the most successful basketball players on the planet, lady. Men.
You fade in and out, Black America, fade in and out. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying
no.
You're fading in and out. We only hear like.
I don't know if you muting it or it keeps muting by itself, but your sound is just like going in and out.
I have muted myself. Go ahead, HQ.
Okay, no, what I was saying was trying to say this boy, he is very familiar with the family. I saw a video of him and the brother, and they were referring to each other with pet names and blah blah blah, playing a video game. This boy has incorporated himself into that family. She has incorporated herself into his family. They know each other. She's not there just for the money. That money may be a factor, but it's not the major factor. It just isn't. And people keep saying that it is, but it's not. She's a young kid. These are kids. Steph Curry married his woman when they were young. LeBron James married his woman. It can work, especially if they may know each other and want to navigate this NBA or this NFL together. Apparently they want to do it. He's engaged to that girl. Just because she made missteps doesn't mean that she's not the right person for him. She said he was not my type because she knew he was fooling around or he was having sex with other girl or doing whatever. And he was younger than her.
Become her type though. If she knew that this man reached out to her when he had a girlfriend,
right?
Because that's her. This is her story. This
when
is by
he graduated
her
from high school.
No, that's not what she said. She said out of her mouth she didn't talk to him until he did not have a girlfriend.
Okay, so what's wrong with that?
So he had a girlfriend and reached out to her in the DM,
right?
Which means he had a girlfriend. He was looking to step out.
Okay.
If that doesn't make him her type.
What do you mean? If that doesn't register.
That's what she said. Him cheating was a
so therefore when he had a girlfriend, and he reached out to her, she said, "No, you got a girlfriend. I ain't talking to you."
Yeah. So why was she?
But wait a minute. But when he didn't have a girlfriend, he reached out. Then she started talking to him, which meant she didn't want to deal with him with another woman. But when
she knew he had a girl when he reached out.
So basically, she really did like him. But he had a girlfriend, so she wasn't going to talk to him until he didn't have a girlfriend.
No, that was an excuse. That was an excuse.
Wait a minute, see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand.
She said she don't date cheaters. She said on the video she don't date cheaters.
And he didn't cheat when he reached out to her second time. Go ahead, Black America.
Jay, you just made her sound like she wasn't a slut. That's what you just made her sound like she wasn't a slut.
No, I made it sound like she's lying.
So she curbed it.
No, I made it sound like she's lying because she's lying.
No, bro.
It didn't sound like
she's
she was lying.
Lying.
She was lying. She said she don't date cheaters. But now she's dating the guy who was trying to cheat on his girl with her. She's lying.
That don't even make sense.
Either she dates cheaters or that's not the reason why she didn't get with him.
She didn't get with him because he had a girlfriend.
So she said
Jay, it'll be
dating
like
a
when
girl.
he didn't have a
You're
girlfriend,
married.
To her.
he reached out. No, wait a minute. When he reached out to her, he had a girlfriend. I don't date
But why-
cheaters. Don't talk to me. Then when he
Woman,
didn't have a
until
girlfriend,
you have,
hold on. When she
don't
didn't
have a
when he
wife.
didn't
She's not a
girlfriend,
slut.
I'm saying when he didn't have the girlfriend, that's when she started talking to him, which meant she liked him all along. She just didn't want to talk to him when he had a girlfriend.
No, she realized his prospect. That's what it was.
And that's your take on it. I'm doing it. I'm believing
Jay,
what she
come on,
said.
bro.
Come on, man.
In the-
History.
in-
Come on, man.
In
Why we
the
acting like we don't
9th
know
to 10th
people,
grade,
man?
no,
Why we acting
no,
like
bro.
we don't know
No,
people?
no, because
didn't
I'm
stay in the
sorry.
9th and the
It's
10th
so
grade for
many
years.
high school kids. No.
He was only in 9th
I'm
grade and
sorry.
10th grade for a year, respectively.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's your
okay.
take
So
on it
granted,
because
right?
you're cynical,
But you
that's
don't.
not how it is.
But you don't know if somebody is going to the league in the 9th and 10th grade. You know how we mess up in between those years, bro.
Yeah, but
You
there's
can't
latchers
guarantee some.
There's people that latch
Nah,
onto you at your potential all the time, man. And if you know
show
somebody
me a
looks
path.
like they
Hold on.
going in a
Hold on.
direction, people latch to them.
Show me a past history of somebody doing that to a high school athlete and it turning out badly. Go ahead.
I can't, because there's probably millions. There's millions of people that
Because
latch
it
onto
doesn't
people and
happen,
didn't
Jay.
pan out, and then those
Because it
people is
doesn't
gone because you
happen.
don't know the story.
Kobe Bryant and his wife, LeBron James and his wife, Steph Curry and his wife. I'm saying, show me somebody that's going to the league, and we don't know they're going to the. I'm talking about from high school though. Those guys went from high school. Show me somebody who still has to go to college and is going to the actual league, and somebody's latching onto them and something bad happens. That's what I need to see in order to believe what you guys are saying.
Football player, it happens so much that
they
people
have to
don't
go
even
to college.
talk about it.
Football players have to go to college.
It happens so much that people don't talk about it because those people didn't make it. They had latchers on, they had prospects. All of a sudden, boom, there's an injury or something like that, and then those people are gone.
Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button.
I'm not saying she's a slut or a hoe, whatever like that. I'm just saying she don't seem like she's there for him. That's just my perspective. That's just what I see. And like I said at the beginning, when I first got on here, she doesn't portray herself in the light of somebody whose significant other is gonna be on that stage. Sitting there moping in a chair like this.
What it is it does she no. And right, it's not the image that you would want your wife to present or your girlfriend
it's not a good
to present
image for anyone on that stage.
Dude, Jay, I'm sorry, bro. Times have changed, right?
Not for me.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, not for you, not for me either. But at the same time, times are changing, and if you don't accept them, you're going to be like an old dinosaur like me. And I'm telling you that I don't like the new rap. I won't listen to it. I don't like homosexuals. I'm not going to call somebody by a gender cis name or anything like that. If a man goes into the bathroom with my daughter, it's going to be somebody's going to need a cart to wheel them out or pick them up with sponges. I'm not accepting this new shit. But what I'm telling you is these new kids, these younger generation, they are not going to act like us. It's just like we don't act like our parents, and they didn't like except the way we was acting. What you guys doing, rapping, breakdancing, all of that shit that we was doing. I don't like all that stuff. It's nothing that we can do. This is not our generation, bro.
It doesn't matter. Come on, man. That's why everything is going to crap, man.
All right.
We just allow things to happen.
We have people.
All tradition, we just say forget it.
We are so cynical out here that life keeps lifing. And life keeps lifing. And I get it. Money may be people's motivator. I get all that. I'm saying to you, money is a factor, but it's not a factor in this particular relationship, not like everybody keeps thinking that it is.
You think
She
that it's
already
not, just
knew-
like we think
She
that it
already
is.
knew the young man. She already was involved with the young man.
All right.
That don't
We'll see.
mean she wasn't aware that he was going to make money.
We'll see.
But
I'll just
she took
download
care
this
of him
live
first.
after this is over, and I'll save it to my files, and I'll put it on my desktop. And then when it happens,
I got a question,
I'm
Jay.
gonna go ahead and
I-
pull it up.
I got a question, Jay. So most guys can't keep a girlfriend for 6 months to maybe 2 years now, and they've
Where
been
those stats
together
at?
for 5, right? So let's dude, it's bro, you got single homeboys. We all got homeboys that run through tricks every 6 months to a year, maybe 2 years. They have a solid relationship going on, right? The average marriage lasts 5 years, right? So let's just say they do get married.
Okay.
That's a stat. That the average marriage lasts 5 years. So let's say they do get married. How long do you think he could sustain a relationship or a marriage with her?
With her, I don't think it's gonna last
Yeah,
through
with
2025.
her.
I don't think it's gonna last through 2025, man. I think because of
So
the media
so-
attention that it's
so
gotten
she'll
so
get-
far is another strain on it.
so she'll get nothing, and it won't be no sweat off of his shoulders.
Nobody's balls.
She will get absolutely nothing if they're only married for a year or a
Unless
couple
she
of
gets
weeks
pregnant.
or even a couple of years. So what?
Unless she
So
gets
what? She get pregnant? Yeah. So what? Niggas pay child support every day. Getting pregnant is not a big deal. I don't care. Like I said, I'm not familiar with you guys that's sad because some nigga gotta pay child support. That's the stupidest shit in the world. If you don't want to pay child support, get full custody of your own kids, or
Strap
something
up.
real similar to that. No, not strap up. I'm not having sex with no goddamn condom with no lady. Yeah, she should have been pregnant a long time ago. They should have been popping out kids. But they get pregnant, so what? She has a kid, and he's paying her $100,000 a year for the next 18 years. Bro, that's nothing to him.
Right.
He's gonna make that every 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, but
He's
it could
going to
be-
make
it's
that amount of
unnecessary to
money.
go through that. It's unnecessary to go through that.
Jay, stop
What do
penny.
you mean? A person is never going. You cannot run through life mitigating
You
risk
can't.
like that.
Hey,
Y'all
like
seem
I
to think that
said.
you can mitigate risk by by doing this, that, and the third. It don't happen like that. You show me a person that mitigated all of their risk in life, all of
No
their risk
one.
when they fall
I'm not
in love,
saying that.
all
We
of
just
their risk
pointing
when
at
they get
something.
married.
All we are saying right now is, hey man, you see that? You know that sky is blue, right? Or you see that cloud that's coming this way? You know it's going to rain, right? You going to stand right there, or you going to move?
And I would say you saying
That's
it's
all
gonna
we
rain.
saying.
And I would say you're saying it's going to rain.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not going to rain.
So we will see in
therefore,
time.
my opinion is the most important. And you're going to wait in time. We're going to wait it out.
Either
So
you're
you're
gonna be
gonna
left
ride,
out
you're gonna
soaking
ride
wet.
and hope it rains so it can prove what you all are saying. I'm saying the money for them was not the factor. He already was in the family. He was already there. And y'all keep disproving that. Y'all keep saying, oh, it don't matter whether she was with him this time. It don't matter with all of these things. She's still there for the money. She's not there for the money. The money is a factor. It's a factor. But she wasn't there for the money from the beginning. She wasn't there for that.
Well,
She
nobody
got there
knows.
without the
Only
money.
she knows that. Only she knows that in her heart of hearts.
Y'all the ones who making the
And
judgments
see-
about
and
that
see-
girl.
I just don't.
Right,
I just
right.
don't see
And this
it,
is-
man.
And
The way she's
and
moving,
this
I
is
just don't
what's
see it.
sad. This is what's sad, right? We're all judging her on the way that she's moving, and they're from a complete different generation. We don't, Jay. You're from a different generation than me, right? No
I'm from
big
a
deal.
lot of different stuff than
We-
you, Black. You've been
Right.
enlightening me to
So you're
a
from-
lot of new things.
Right. So we're from a different generation. Bro, it's words that they use in that generation that you don't even know what they mean. Like, so the attitude that and then she's a woman, right? On top of her having her little attitudes and shit like that. Bro, it's a complete different generation of how things are going to be ran and how things are going to be handled. Let these kids get married, fall in love, fall out of love, bump their heads. I don't give a fuck. Men have been made and broken by women. It happens every day. You guys need to stop trying to police him. Oh, he's going to get hurt. So fucking what? Let him crash and burn. Let him off himself to make it a lesson for somebody else. We have to stop caring. We have to stop caring about these people. These are not our lives. Only thing we can do is control what we do. If your wife decides to leave you tomorrow, it's nothing that you can do about it. And I'm not going to cry about it. Evidently, you fucked up or she an asshole. That's all it is to it.
Right.
I don't care about you like that. We have to stop caring about people and what's going on in their lives so much. Just worry about your own shit, bro.
So are we just not going? We just not going to do anything. We not going. So SBC should shut their channel down. HQ should shut her channel down. Road, everybody should.
No, we can have our opinion.
G Honda should stop trying to help people get in shape. G Honda, you need to stop talking about that. See, just let them people get fat, man.
No, we
just
can,
don't need
we
to
can
do
have
nothing.
our, we can
Worry
have our
about
own
yourself.
opinion. We can have our own opinion, but your opinion is just an opinion. It's not fact. Everybody that keeps talking about this is talking about it like it's fact. Like he's definitely going to get hurt. She's definitely going to take his money. She's definitely a 304.
Or they have any right, or they have an investment in it. You have no vested interest in him. Unless that's your son or that's your little brother, you have zero vested interest in him. And he don't know you from a can of paint.
I do, man.
He don't know you from a can of paint. So stop caring about these boys.
Empathetic. I'm empathetic, man. When I see somebody going, when I see somebody that it looks like they're going down the wrong path, I'm empathetic. Sometimes I might step in, sometimes I'm not. On this case, I'm just voicing my opinion about it.
So when you were in love, when you were young, couldn't nobody tell you nothing about being in love. You just knew you were in love, right?
HQ, do you know how I looked when I was younger?
You were gonna do whatever you wanted to do, regardless of what somebody said, right?
HQ,
so that's all we saying.
You know how dry it was in them streets for me, HQ? Do you understand that? Do you not understand what we've been trying to tell you the long time, that men don't get that? What y'all get?
Right. Well, it was dry.
Right.
Jay, it was dry for all of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's dry for all young men
to get heartbroken until I got older. I had the opportunity to get heartbroken until I got older. Much older.
Yeah, but nobody cared. But so you had a whole community of men behind you saying, "Oh, I'm sorry that she did that to you when you got your heart broken," Jay. Like, keep it real, bro. I've had my heart broken before. My daddy didn't say shit. He was like, "Listen, if you dancing at a party with a woman and she goes and dances with somebody else and then doesn't come back, that's not your bitch. Go find another one. Go find another broad to dance with." Yeah, so
that was never your girl.
Exactly. So that is the same in marriage. It's the same in life. If your girl, your woman that you, it's the same thing. It's the same, bro. And that's why you niggas are so sensitive.
Dancing
because
with a
you
girl
guys
at a
don't
club
understand.
And she go dance with somebody else is the same as getting married to a woman that's going to leave you.
Yeah, yes, because if she fucked the mailman, and that's it. That's it. You see what I mean? Instead of staying around,
they're gonna make 1,000 mistakes before they get done. But then
exactly,
again, they may make the right choices like Steph Curry and his wife, like LeBron James and his wife. They may make the right.
We don't know what kind of, hold on, man. We don't know what kind of choices these famous people is making outside of our spotlight.
You keep making it definitive. We keep saying you never know what these people are going to do. You're the one that keeps saying it's definite that he's going to get hurt. It's definite she's going to take the money. It's definite that she's.
I didn't say that. I never said
we're
definite.
Saying we don't know what they're going to do.
I said it looks like, when I see somebody going down that path, this is what it looks like to me.
Okay, so we don't know. We don't know. That's
and
why we're saying
will tell. That's what I said.
Make those mistakes.
But I don't think it'll last past 2025. And there's only one way to find out.
Even if it doesn't, he'll have somebody would put a prenup in front of her.
Hopefully.
Somebody would have hopefully somebody puts a prenup in front of her. Hopefully she don't get pregnant if that's the case. But if she does and they make it through, then we all are projecting our fears and our discomfort onto that couple, and they already have pressure onto them to perform anyway. He has pressure to perform on the field and off the field. And now she's got the heads up from all of these people saying you're not good enough to be his girlfriend. That's what it seems like to me. People keep saying she's not good enough to be his girlfriend. Even though when he didn't have any money, she took care of him. She drove him around, let him drive her car, lived in her house, all of these things. Yet and still, she doesn't care about him. This is the way people keep coming across. Like she never cared about this boy. Yet and still, he lived with her, drove her car, spent time with her. She fed him. She did all of these things. She did all of these things with the hope, making sure he didn't get into an accident, making sure he didn't break a leg. She did it with the hope that
when
he
his own family did. When his own family did. When his own mother and father didn't.
Right.
Dude, just let them go. You guys got to let these young people go and fall and butt their head and fall in love and fall out of love and make mistakes. Don't try and hold them to our standards or your standards, especially when it's a new generation. Especially, I'm gonna tell you something that upset me deep, right? So my little brother and my son, my oldest son, are about the same age, right? And they, both of them, right, don't mind if men are homosexuals. Like if a guy is gay, like they say, yeah, I got a gay friend. Like daddy, my son say, oh, daddy, you shouldn't say that. It upset me that they are more accepting of it. Now, I am not saying let's chase somebody down and beat them and burn them. I'm saying let's shun them. Let's turn our back on them. But the younger generations don't do that. That's not what they don't care anything about that. Jay, I understand what you're saying. We are our traditions and stuff like that. We don't have any traditions no more, bro. And this is no longer a community. This is no longer a community. When people pull up to their houses now, they pull in the garage and close the door behind them, and they don't even know their neighbors on all sides of it.
All my
this
neighbors.
is no longer, this is no, you do, Jay.
There.
I bet you HQ don't.
All there, the whole corner, damn near the whole cul-de-sac behind me. That's almost this whole street from my house down maybe 5-6 houses.
You know the gardener. That's the only person you know. Stop playing.
I know the neighbors. I've been in houses. I've used toilets.
Because if something happened, I want to be able to run to somebody's house. That's how I know my neighbors.
I've pet animals.
Across the street, I want to run to their neighbor's house. Yes.
I beat kids in video games.
Yeah.
I know my neighbors.
Oh, hell yeah. I be talking big shit too. So, but what I'm saying is when you go,
that's all.
When you go to different neighborhoods, people pull up, they open up their garage, pull in their garage, and go in the house.
Right.
I've seen because I was prior rescue services, I've seen people be in their houses passed away for days on end because
Right.
for days on end,
Right.
because nobody would say, hey, you seen our neighbor Dean? Oh, I ain't seen him in a couple of days. Oh, well, he must be gone. Oh, well, that's not how it used to be when we was young, Jay. We used to walk in everybody in the neighborhood's house. You know how you just knock and walk in? Hey, what's going on? All right, let's go out. That's how we used to get out.
Yes.
Nobody does that anymore, bro. I'm just saying it's a change, and we have to accept it, bro.
Right.
It's horrible for us, but we gotta accept it.
Let me
That's why
read a
nobody
super
respects
sticker
elders
from,
now, though.
Project Leroy, $2 super chat. Bring it back, HQ. She trapping Travis. Windmilling. They think people are the girls trapping him. It is what it is. They've seen it, but it don't mean that he's trapping her. They can beat the odds. But the whole point is, the more we trash that boy, the more he's gonna pull that girl closer to him. And and that's what he's doing. He's pulling the girl close to him. Look, we're gonna look up and they be done eloped. Go to Las Vegas. Like you said, Jay, go to Las Vegas. We're gonna look up and they gonna be married.
I wasn't talking about that, HQ.
So I'm saying the more we harp on it, the worse it's gonna be. Because I saw a video like the other night, and he was like, I ain't listening to none of y'all haters. I know how she feel about me. I know how she feels about me, how I feel about her. And it was a little boy. Her brother was sitting next to him, and they were talking. And he was saying, y'all don't like, she's upstairs crying because people are hating on her, sending her hate mail, sending her death threats. And that's not how she is. She's a good person. This is what he said. I was watching a video. He was playing a video game. So I'm saying, I tend to believe that the girl feels how she feels about him. He feels how he feels about her. And we just got to let them make those mistakes. I'm not saying that she's not doing anything because of the money. I'm not saying that. I'm taking them at face value of what they're presenting. They look like two kids fumbling over each other, trying to figure out how the world works, how the media works, how this is in public, how their romance is in public now. Now she's in the middle of ain't nobody telling her what to say. She's just saying what she want to say because that's what she been doing. Sitting down at the couch and he's taking pictures with people. What you want me to do? Sit here and not do nothing? That's something a kid would say. No handler has been around her to tell her not to say these things. So she is doing what she would normally do as a 22-year-old kid. Okay. And she has been there for him all of this time. And I get it. I'm not saying money is not a factor. I'm saying it's not the biggest factor.
Hold on, time out. Wasn't she a stripper?
That's not what I heard. I haven't heard that. I don't know.
Chat, wasn't she a stripper? Or is that just like fake news? Is that fake? PL said, yeah, that's what I heard. That's what they said.
I don't think they've been in a relationship for 5 years. For 5 years.
Yes, yeah. That's what they said. She worked at because the one dude exposed her. The one YouTuber exposed her. The whole thing. She was we're not gonna go down that road. We're gonna act like she just this naive young girl. She used to be a stripper. We do not
know if she danced or not. We don't know if that's true or not. We don't know if that's true.
Yes, she did. She got exposed. I watched the whole clip.
What do you mean exposed? You mean
to
tell me Travis didn't know she was a stripper?
I don't know if what Travis knew or what he did not know. All I know is we found out she was a stripper at Cheetahs.
So you didn't think he didn't know that she was a stripper?
I don't know what you was just saying, HQ. Like, oh, she was just sitting there like some. No, she knows how to maneuver around men. She was a stripper.
Jay, let me tell you something.
Black,
Jay,
you in Vegas, Black.
I've been on
strippers.
I've been knew him for 5 years.
Listen. I've been on the streets a long time, Jay, and I'm gonna tell you, pimps marry they hoe, bro. Pimps marry they hoe. They marry women who go out and sell vaginas to
I get
hundreds
that,
and thousands of men.
She's not as innocent and naive. What I'm saying is she's just not as innocent and naive as what HQ was just saying. Like she's just
I
unaware
didn't
of her
say
surroundings.
I didn't say she was innocent. I said I don't know. You all
And
are
can
saying
we
definitive
believe-
statements.
Right. And can we believe everything that some nigga on the internet say, bro? Like, come on. That's like when people were saying that
No, he
Jay-Z
had stuff to back it up.
and
He had
I don't care what
evidence.
he has. People fabricate stuff all the time. Jay-Z and Puffy having sex with a 13-year-old. Anybody remember that? And trying to cancel. Let's look at Cooking with Kaya. We only known about her for 2 weeks, and the women already got her removed off the internet. Like, we have to, bro, like, stop. I heard about her 2 weeks, and now yesterday I see she's banned. Wow, what the hell happened? We have to get off of these damn computer boxes of like living our lives, bro. People spew all type of bad information. I didn't see her cussing. I didn't see her naked, but I did see on YouTube Cardi B talking about a WAP. And I did see another girl with a fake booty talking about she want to eat somebody's butt or get her coochie stretched. You know who I'm talking about? Oh, stretched. Okay, so so Sukihana on the computer saying she wants to get her coochie stretched.
Allegedly.
This little girl didn't say any of that. I didn't see any of that. Granted, I didn't look at her content because that's not what I would be looking for. It's a little kid cooking. Shit, I've been cooking for 50 damn years. I don't need to see no little girl bouncing around and cooking.
Yeah.
But she was a pretty little girl. Right. She's a pretty little girl, and they got her ass kicked off the whole goddamn internet because people want to say shit.
Hold on, y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Super chat if you can. Super Cash App if you can. But hit the like button. Everybody coming in the door. According to what I just read, those were allegations of her being a stripper, and she has threatened a lawsuit and defamation suit against House of Hypocrites. If y'all ever heard of House of Hypocrites, he's a content creator here on the internet. Stated that she was a stripper, and she says she's going to sue him for defamation of character because that's not true. She's never been a stripper. She had an OnlyFans page. She had an OnlyFans page, and then that was deactivated in 2020. She hasn't been on the internet doing any of those things. OnlyFans doesn't mean naked.
So she had a page?
OnlyFans doesn't mean naked.
But she had a page though.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Once again, I wasn't on that naked.
Once again, Jay. Once again, Jay. Pimps marry they hoes. What if he needed tuition? What if he needed tuition? My niece is in college, right? So 18 months. It's $1,800 every month besides the other, her scholarships and shit like that. So me and my brother and all of us, we get together to make sure that money is paid. What if his tuition needs to be paid? What if it's something that he needs and she says, well, I need to go get you this money because that's his girl, bro. I'm sorry, man. It sounds like a lot of people hating on young people and don't know their circumstances. We just got to, we just got to lean off of these young people. And if they come to us with a problem, then we can say something about it. Other than that, we just got to shut the fuck up and let them get hurt. That's what I think. More people need to get hurt.
Yeah, because then they'll understand. This love thing is not a game. It's not a game. It's not all about money. Because most of us don't make enough money for it to be about money. I tried to explain to G Honda or Marcus Jordan. He was dating the what's her name? I forgot her name. Larissa. Hot chick. She was 17 years older than him. And I was like, he was proud to have that chick on his arm. Just because she's considered 304 to you doesn't mean he doesn't find value in that woman. He dated her for 2 years. He dated her long enough for her to be a staple in his pictures. Is Larsa. Even though she was 17 years old, she was a hot chick.
I mean, he was just having sex with her. It just seemed disrespectful because that was Pippen's wife, right. and he was Jordan's son. It just seemed disrespectful. But you know what? Like I said, it ain't like she's 17 years older. She can't pump out no babies. She can't bust a Drea on them. It's just people hating. Hey, it's just this old bitch I'm fucking.
Right.
She old. Them eggs is dried up. There's nothing coming out of that baby factory.
Yeah, but she looked good in him, though. She looked good in him, though.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
She's considered a hoe. So sometimes they marry hoes. That's
right. Pimps marry hoes.
Sluts, skeezers, skanks, scallywags, pinch bricks.
And apparently Hunter is going to marry this young lady right here because she got a nice ring on her finger, and he's going to make those mistakes. We going to let him. We going to be
already made a big one,
and we going to let him. And hopefully they make it happen for a good long while. Hopefully they make it happen, right? Because you ain't heard no strife or no headache from Steph Curry. You ain't never heard none of that from him. His wife may have been in the news for being jealous, but that's about it. And I ain't never heard nothing to no LeBron James' wife. I don't even know who she is. I ain't never even seen her. Okay. But that don't mean this young lady can't pull it together and be the kind of wife that he needs. We condemning her before we know how she really, really gets in. They just got into the program. Now we got to see if they get a handler, somebody to help them navigate, to help them move through this world. But telling him in his ear while she's standing over there and you talking to him in his ear, she ain't nothing but a hoe. She ain't nothing but a 304. She ain't no good. Ain't gonna do nothing but make him run closer to her. So I'm saying support them as much as you can so they can be successful. It doesn't matter whether he needs her. He wants her.
This is supporting them.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
supporting
is.
them means giving them the support to succeed, not giving them the support for him to put doubt in his mind to tear them down.
Yeah, because you guys are looking at him to fail, right?
No, not him.
I understand about. No, listen.
Give her support, man.
You're looking
at her support.
Listen. No. You're looking at him to fail because if he marries her, we see that as men. We see that as, she's a gold digger. You married her. You fucked up. No, only thing we can do is tell him the pitfalls. His adopted father, once again, because you guys, he had a bad childhood. Who's what's the nigga prime time? What's his name? What's prime time name?
Who? Deion Sanders?
Deion Sanders already said, "Hey, we're going to get you a prenup."
Yeah, fat one.
He is listening to the people that's around him, but it's still fine.
Your sound's going out, Black.
Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. You come in, hit the like button, please. Reed Pink is a new member. Thank you very much. Super chats, cash apps, they would be greatly appreciated. $1 here, $1 there goes a long way. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for everything that's going on. Like button is very important. Like buttons are very, very important. Please and thank you. It's free. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, guys. No, this is going to be interesting how this gets to play out. How this relationship gets to play out is going to be interesting. Hopefully, I would give them more support to succeed than I would do anything else. They need support to succeed, not fail. He's not going to turn her away because he knows the loyalty that she has given him. She has given that man loyalty. When he didn't have any money, she was there. When he didn't have a car, she was there. When he have a home, she was there. She's not there for the money. I'm just going to say she's not there for the money. But give me your final thoughts, guys. I got company. Give me your final thoughts, Black America. Black America. Oh, he died.
I don't know if Black is there.
Oh, he died. Give me your final thoughts. Nose wide open.
All I'm saying is we just gonna see the end of this argument. We just gonna see in 2025 or what. However,
you ain't giving it a year.
Time will tell.
You're not giving a relationship a year.
Time will tell. We're gonna see. We'll
and
see.
Give me 3 reasons. Give me just 3 reasons why you think it's gonna fail.
Social media and public pressure. It's going to be all over them. Paparazzi going to follow them and stuff like that. So all of that's included. Right. The hectic life of a freshman NFL superstar. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the third one would be, but I just say those 2.
So you think a handler would work better for them if they had a handler?
She needs to go sit down. She needs to show up to the event she needs to show up to. Mm-hmm. If you saying this, if your case from your perspective, she needs to get a handler, know how she needs to portray herself when in the public eye, and when whatever she do at home is what she does at home, just like everybody else. But when she's in public, she needs to portray herself regardless if this is new times or not. Public eye is different. People get fired for things they do in public. And they broke no laws, but certain companies don't want to attach them people. Certain brands don't want to attach to you if a certain light is around you.
I'm not saying it's not gonna fail. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying instead of looking at it like it will fail, look at it like we're trying to help them succeed. Nobody wants to get married and everybody is against them. Nobody wants to hear that she don't want me for nothing but my money. No man wants to hear that.
No,
that's the fear of every man. But everybody is putting it in his head that she just want me for my money. And he knows that she has been there from the beginning. We don't know what they went through. We don't know what she has done to keep him, to deal with him. She don't know whether he was doing whatever he wanted to do throughout the relationship. And she's still stuck. We don't know. So I'm saying instead of giving them the red light, the stop sign, the hell no, don't date her, let's give them the support that they need, and maybe they might succeed. Thank you for the super chat, Jay Tillman, for $2.79. OnlyFans Apple's Grace 2025. We will see. I'm gonna leave this up because we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. But I don't think it's gonna end immediately. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon, because I think he do truly love her, and I think she truly love him. She just don't know how to navigate fame.
HQ, when you out in public, do you people watch?
Do I people watch?
Yeah, just people like you at the mall or whatever grocery store. You people watch. You see couples out and about.
People watch me. I don't watch people.
When you out and
I
about,
walk into a room and they be like, "Oh yeah, you 60? Really?" Yeah.
When us normal people, when we're out and about in public, in social areas, social arenas, we look at people, and you can look at a couple and be like, "Oh, they arguing.
Right.
Something ain't right going on here."
Right.
Now, say you every week you go to the same spot, you see that couple, and they always they always getting in it.
Right.
From our perspective, we're gonna see that they don't get along well. Every time I see them, they arguing. Every time I see it, they getting into it.
She's immature.
On the other side, you see another couple. They always holding hands. They always staring at each other's eyes, giving each other kisses, smacking her on the butt. Come here. No, you're too far away. Oh, they love. Oh, look at that. That's love right there. It's different perspective, different perception. what so many people, there's the reason that everybody is jumping on this is because so many people are looking at this and seeing a trend that she's portraying the type of person that's not really in it for him. When they're together, I don't see her look at him. She'd be looking at the camera. Yeah, when we first met, I didn't like him. I wasn't really
Yeah,
into
but
him.
I look at
And
her.
it's
I
like-
look at her like she's an immature.
She's not
Immature young
She's not
lady.
immature.
Very
She's an
immature.
adult. She's an adult. He goofy. He's goofy too. He's goofy, but I wouldn't call him immature. He just goofy.
They're both goofy. They both
I'm
goofy with each
immature.
other.
Look at me. Look at my surroundings, HQ.
Yeah,
Look,
I was
what I
looking
got.
at
What am I
it.
wearing? I'm immature. I'm older, but I'm not gonna ever grow up. Screw that. I work too hard to grow up.
So what makes you think that they don't know? What makes
He
you
does
think
know,
they
but
couldn't
like
go
you
the
said, it's
long
the
haul?
fear. Because
They're
he don't
young.
want to say that he don't want to say that. Okay, I'm gonna speak like I'm him. I'm gonna speak like I'm him right now. I don't want to say that everybody else was right and I was wrong, and this girl don't really love me. So I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna be on Front Street for this girl because I don't want to believe that it's not true. No matter what anybody says, I don't care. They're not gonna tell me. I'm the superstar here. I'm the one that's everybody coming to see. And this is my girl, and she been here for me. So regardless of all the bad stuff that I see or all the red flags that anybody is telling me about or that I see personally, like I've said that she always getting upset over some little stuff and
Yeah, but
like
that's
making it a real big
ultimately-
deal.
That's ultimately what will break them up if she doesn't get a little bit more maturity under her belt and know
Yeah.
how to hide her emotions better than what she's doing. I see her as not being able to control herself, never having had to control herself. She's a beautiful girl in the spotlight. She's getting a lot of DMs. She's getting a lot of people looking at her. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're a 6. Oh, you're a 7. Now she's seeing the attention that comes with being with a superstar. She's saying it. She's not getting it. It's all on him. And if she doesn't grow up fast, she might have the wrong outcome. But I'm not going to say that she's sitting there saying that she's not in love with the guy. Hit the super chat. Who hit the like buttons, guys? Hit the like button. We need the like buttons, please.
She seems like
So I'm not going to say
very
that she don't
hypergamous.
care about this boy, because I can see from them being on screen that she does. But the whole point is the money may have been a factor, but it's not the only factor. And that's the way we got to look. We got to put success in their hands. We can't put failure into their hands because what does it look like if I'm sitting in the corner and you're sitting in the corner and we're talking and the only thing you're saying to me is your girl ain't shit. Your girl is a hoe. Your girl's a 304. Your girl is this, that, and the other.
I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna say why you say that. Like what
And he
reason?
probably did.
And
when
if you
explained it
tell
to
me
him,
something like that, I'm gonna be like, let me think about this, man.
I don't believe you. I believe
No, I
you're
can't. I
if
can't.
you're
do
in
that.
love with her, you're gonna run with her because I know she loves me. I know she loves me. She's proven that she loves me. She held me down when nobody else held me down. She took care of me. She fed me. She let me drive her car. She let me go to work with her. She let me sleep in her car. She was down with me. That's what he sees. That's what it is. You can't tell him if you in love, even if we think he ain't in love, we can't tell him that he ain't in love. You can't tell nobody when they in love, they ain't in love.
I could tell she not in love. I don't see it. That's a weird kind of love.
What?
Yo,
I don't. You
her
keep
man
telling
just
me like there's a
won
weird
the
kind of love.
Heisman Trophy.
You haven't proven your case.
Her man just won the
has she
Heisman
said?
Trophy, and she was
What
just
has
sitting
she
there.
done?
I didn't want to get in the
says
camera's
that
way.
She don't love him.
The camera wasn't even on the side of you; it was in front of you, filming Dion and his mom. She
And
talked
what?
about she didn't want to get in the way of the camera because she didn't want to stand up. That's why she didn't stand up. That's
So
what she
does
said.
that mean?
The
What does
camera
that mean?
wasn't in front. The camera wasn't.
So
she
she's
wasn't
lying
between.
when she said that. So
Dion wasn't
everything
between
she's
her.
saying
She
on-
wasn't between the camera.
So you saying everything she done said on camera is a lie? Everything?
I don't know about everything, but it's certain things.
No,
you're
no,
like,
no,
well,
no.
it
She's
don't
only
make
said a
sense.
couple things on camera. She's only said a couple things that made her look like she was making a misstep. Only said a couple things. So you
I've
saying
named
everything
two.
every explanation that she done gave has been a lie.
I've talked about two specifically.
So everything she said is a lie.
Those two things I've
So
spoke
she
of
really don't care
specifically.
about him.
Those two things I've said specifically, she's lying about.
Okay, so she don't care about him at all.
I don't know about care about him at all.
What do you mean?
But
You
I
keep
don't think
saying
I don't
she's
think that
a
no, I
gold
don't
digger.
think that
Don't give
I
a
don't
damn.
think that
A
she's
gold
really
digger
there
don't give a
for
damn
him.
about no female.
Care about
I
somebody
know
in love.
about a
Man,
relationship.
come
A
on,
gold
man.
digger don't care about none of that.
You can
So
care.
she's either a gold digger or she got feelings. Which one
I
is it?
saw a dead cat on the road in the neighborhood the other day. It
So,
ain't my cat. I don't know who cat that was, but I got sad. I care. Like, oh man,
so you
that
making it
sucks.
seem as though she don't have no feelings for him.
So it don't mean you don't. You can care about something and not be in love with it. I didn't cry. I didn't get out the car and go pick up.
So you mean to tell me that she don't have no feeling for him?
I didn't see any.
I think she
Come
has.
on, man.
I
There
think
was
she
other
loves
people
him.
that's not even in a relationship with this man.
You
that
mean to
has
tell
nothing.
me this
Oh,
girl
yeah,
that is
yeah.
a 6 or a 7 is rolling around with this boy who don't have no money, waiting for
Ooh,
her to
keep going
hit
with that,
for him to
HQ.
hit the jackpot?
So why? Okay, so this what we talked about, what you guys was talking about when I came in the chat. Non-European feature having dude ain't got no money. She's older than him, and she's on a relative look scale. She's above him. Why is she interested in him?
She was interested in him before he became famous.
He ain't got no money. He's not
She was
conventionally
interested in him
attractive,
before he became famous.
and she's older than him.
She
HQ.
was interested in him
Why?
before he became
Why?
famous.
Why?
You're not
Take the
listening
money
to what
away.
I just said.
Take
What
the
I just
money
said was
away.
she liked him
Why is
before
she
he became
attracted
money.
to him? Why is she? She said he's not my type, and then she tried to cover it up by
She
saying that
already
he had a
explained that.
girlfriend.
How did she try to cover it up? She explained it perfectly
Because she
well.
said because he had a girlfriend and she don't date cheaters. Well, if
Okay.
she don't date
So
cheaters, why would
he's
she
not-
date
and
a
then
guy
he
who was
didn't have
trying
that-
to
And
cheat?
then he didn't have a girlfriend, so therefore he wasn't a cheater.
But he was trying to cheat with her.
So trying and being two different things.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It's
it is.
not really. Not
For women,
really.
it is.
No, it's not. Because
For women, it is.
if right now my
women,
wife
it is.
saw me talking to another girl trying to get into her pants, it'd be the same thing as cheating.
No,
because I
when
tried.
you don't have a girlfriend, we don't care. When you don't have a girlfriend, we don't care. You had a girlfriend, you tried to holler at me. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Didn't you try to holler at me and you had a girlfriend? I ain't got no girlfriend now. That's not the case. I don't have no girlfriend. I can prove that I don't have no girlfriend. Now I'm free. Now I don't give a damn about that. What I was thinking.
Ooh, them grooming, Mr. Walker.
And I don't give a damn about it because I really did like you, but you had a girlfriend.
Them girls know how to groom, don't they, HQ? Them older women. Them older women be grooming, boy.
I ain't grooming. I ain't doing
She
that. I'm
grooming.
just
She was grooming. HQ, you said it. You said it yourself. You brought it to my mind. He had nothing for her. He had nothing for her.
So why was she dating him for 4 years if he had nothing for her?
Prospect.
He was a 10th grader. Ain't
What's
nobody
is
thinking
it
about
Brittany
him
Renner?
being no prospect.
Ain't that Brittany Renner that did that? That Deion got to go talk to the college players? Well, didn't she do that to somebody before to come in out of college? Didn't she groom the dude? All these groomers. That's
I don't know.
yeah,
All
these
of
is
those
groomers.
preferences.
These is groomers.
All of those
I
preferences.
see potential in you. And if
Not all
a
of us
woman
think
is
that way.
willing to give you a little cut, give you that good, let you put her in a huckabuck, put that thing on you, all this, all Mr. Walker's phrases that I laugh at every
You going
time.
on a tangent. I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it. Hit
All
the
of
like
them-
button, everybody. Hit the like button.
If a woman is willing to do that to you, just to give you a little bit, and maybe see how far you can get, it's no loss to her.
Let's see how far she going. Let's see how far he go down the rabbit hole. Let's see.
No, it's no loss to her. Just
That's
a little-
that's right. Long as she play her cards, she good.
So we'll see if she chooses to stay. If she chooses to stay in it, then we can't say nothing. But if something happens and it separates, then it's just gonna be a whole bunch of I told you so's.
He's in love.
Yeah, he's in love.
Y'all hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. I would love to get the 40 likes. Please hit that like button.
I can't even fit in a rabbit hole. I don't go down those.
Shut your mouth. Say your final words.
That's
Say
it.
your final word. Next week's show is going to be You Cheated. Now what?
Moving her in.
You cheated. Now what? That's Monday's show. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you, Jay, for coming up. I gotta go. I hear people. I gotta go.
Yeah. Mr. Walker, email me. HQ, I sent you my email too. You didn't email me.
No, I didn't get it. Put it in the chat, in the back chat right now. Wait a minute. Yeah, put it in the back chat right now. How the hell you put stuff in the back chat? Oh, yeah. Okay. I email you and say what exactly?
No, I was just gonna tell you the concept of what you asked me about.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay.
And you're just gonna send me the link to that site you was talking about earlier.
Okay. Shut your mouth. Get out of here. I gotta go. I love you, SBC gang. SBC gang.